If you're looking to get the most out of your TV when it comes to entertainment, then you're going to like today's video. Today, we're going to be looking at an HDMI 2.1 sync box by a company called Fancy LEDs. I want to thank Fancy LEDs for sending this out to review, but I want you, the viewer, to know that as always, my thoughts and opinions are always my own. Now let's get into it. Unboxing is pretty straightforward. Don't mind my dog Koa, he's just chilling. But you got your user manual, multiple plugs for different types of sockets that I will probably never use, but good to know they got you covered. And of course, the brains of the operation, the sync box. Underneath, we got the power cord where you can see the option to swap your plugs, the LED light strip. I have the 70 to 98 inch option. My TV is 85 inches, an HDMI 2.1 cable, and 4 of these brackets you'll use to line up your LED strip around the corners of your TV. Taking a closer look at the sync box, it's got a premium feel, nice and hefty, and overall looks clean yet compact. Setup for the box is pretty straightforward. Your main connection from the box to the TV is here on the far right. Then you can plug up to 3 devices via the 3 HDMI 2.1 ports. Then you got your USB-C port here to connect your LEDs and the port for power. Now before you go and start laying out your LEDs on the back of your TV, here are some things to consider. For me, if you're facing the front of the TV, my HDMI ports are on the right and that's where my outlet is. So I place my box on that side of the TV and my LED strips start from the bottom right and goes counterclockwise. I recommend finding out where the best place to have your box plugged in is and make sure the cable from your LEDs can reach the sync box. I'd show you all that, but I can't get a great shot because I have a low profile wall mount that doesn't pull out. Which leads me to my second thing to consider, TV mount. If you're smarter than I am, plan ahead and make sure you get a TV mount that can pull away from the wall. It makes the setup process a whole lot easier, so I hope this footage of me struggling to get the LED strip behind my TV encourages you to do as I say and not as I do. I will say though that these brackets made it a lot easier to keep the LED strip in line because it really secured the strips in place without having to fully press down the LEDs. Once you set up your strips and plug in your devices, it's then time to download the Fancy LEDs app. I'll quickly go over the settings, but it's something that you'll want to adjust to your own liking. Brightness is pretty self-explanatory, but the ones you'll probably be more interested in are the diffusion modes and speed of diffusion. Diffusion mode adjusts the number of colors that are detected per side, so the low setting shows 1 color per side, medium is 3 to 5, and high allows all the colors the LED can produce. As for diffusion speed, that refers to how quickly the LEDs transition from a color to off. So if you notice that your LEDs seem to lag behind with your content, you would speed up the diffusion. Like many smart LED strips, you can have the lights react to music and set different scenes. I'll be honest though, I never use this feature, but it's there if you need it. In the last tab, this is where you can see the status of the device that is powered on and that the LEDs are tracking. This is also where you select the orientation of your LEDs. Again, make sure you plan that out before laying them out. You can also enable CEC mode to have the lights turn on and off with the remote. And this is also where you can adjust the saturation. This feature is only available for HDR or Dolby Vision content. Again, it's a setting that you'll adjust to your personal preference. When it comes to switching between content, it's pretty straightforward and works like any other HDMI device switcher. When it detects a device is turning on, it will automatically switch inputs and the LEDs will respond to that content. You can also manually do this via a physical button on the box or the app. I know some of you will be wondering if there's ARC and eARC support, and the answer is yes. Fancy LEDs has a pretty good setup diagram on their site if you want more details, and I'll be sure to link that down below. Okay, so now that we got all the technical stuff out the way, the moment you've all been waiting for.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
As you can tell, the LEDs bring out an extra flare to the content on the screen. I will say that the video doesn't do it justice. It looks even brighter and lights up the room a whole lot more in person. For movies, I love having this thing on. It just expands the screen and makes colorful scenes pop more than they would without LEDs. I admit it can be a little overwhelming the first time you use it because you're just not used to so much color and your eyes don't know what to look at, but man, once you've settled in, it's hard to watch movies without it. The fact that this is an RGBW strip, which stands for red, green, blue, white, means that you get more accurate colors because of the addition of the white light. Having a dedicated white LED means you don't get that typical purple look when you try to produce a pure white color. With gaming, because it's HDMI 2.1, you can take advantage of content at 4K 120Hz, auto low latency mode, and variable refresh rate, but you need to make sure your TV also supports HDMI 2.1. Just having the box isn't enough, so make sure you look at what your TV is rocking before hoping for these benefits. I'll be honest, I'm not too picky when it comes to this kind of stuff for gaming, but if your TV already has HDMI 2.1, you might as well take advantage of it and get the 2.1 version of this box. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of the sync box and I would highly recommend it. At the price of $289, I think it's worth it, especially if you watch a lot of movies, play games, and want to elevate your viewing experience. I don't have any negatives with the device, it works exactly as advertised. The only quote-unquote issue I had, and it's not the fault of fancy LEDs but my own, is that because of the way my TV is set up, I can't take full advantage of lights projecting on my wall. Because my TV is on a low profile mount, the lights don't project as far as it could, but again, that's my fault. If I could do it all over again, I would get a mount that pulls out further so that way I could get a lot more coverage with the LEDs. Again, be smarter than me and do as I say, not as I do. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review of the Fancy LEDs 2.1 sync box. Again, if you're looking to get the most out of your TV viewing experience, want to impress your family and friends who come over, then you need to get this sync box. If you guys have any other questions about my experience, please let me know down in the comments. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.